I was driving to the Mojave Desert from Northern California with my son. We had our dirt bikes strapped in the back of my El Camino. We were going to stop for the evening in LA at the Four Seasons.
Oh.
He was going to go with a friend of mine to a movie. I was going to go to a meeting down the street from the Four Seasons at L'Hermitage Hotel. And the meeting were the people who were being called traitors at the time, those who were very vocal about the invasion of Iraq on the basis of weapons of mass destruction and all that. And I don't know who's comfortable with me naming them, so it doesn't matter. But you can go back and Google the group who were on the billboards on Sunset as traitors and so on. And Gore Vidal was going to hold court with that group and have a little group think. And I got my son with my buddy, and they were about to go off to the movies. I came downstairs at the Four Seasons, and I ran into Michael Moore.
Mm.
And I was going to this thing, and I thought, are you going to this? And he didn't know about it. I said, what are you doing? He said, I was going to take a walk. I said, have you ever met Gore Vidal? I had not met Gore Vidal at that point, but I wanted to. And he said, no. I said, come with me. And we went, and it was a group of about 15 who were just sharing their positions and their experience and their thoughts on where we were headed. I don't know that it had a particular agenda. It was more of a commiseration that somebody had organized, because you could count on your fingers who the people were that were standing up. And Michael, as a latecomer, stood quiet for most of it. At the end of it, because he was at the Four Seasons, because the next night was the Academy Awards, and everyone knew, Vegas knew, he was going to win for the Columbine movie.
Mm.
But having made the Columbine movie, having that as a focal point of his public discourse, things had accelerated in Iraq, and he had shit to say about that.
I remember.
So he came to this thing, and he said, and he opened it up at the end of the conversation. He said, I have a speech written. If I win for tomorrow, which people say I'm going to. But does anybody have any input as to anything I might add to it? And I will say my idea, and Michael can confirm this, and I think we both wish he'd done it, was to just thank the Academy, acknowledge those who had suffered in Columbine and were suffering, and those that were lost, and be grateful that this group was going to add impact to that conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Well, one last thing. Could everyone in this room for time and perpetuity who believes the U.S. should invade Iraq, please stand up for the cameras for the 300 million viewers?
I mean, they booed him as it was.
Yeah. That would have been an indictment that would have been done us a lot.
Well, he's the last guy you can say he doesn't have enough balls, because that guy's got huge balls.
He's fantastic.
That's an intimidating room. Hey, thanks for watching the clip. Hit the subscribe button now so you never miss out on our Club Random content that's posted daily.